Hi fams, welcome back to Moving Ideas. We have been off for a while now and finally we did an upgrade so you can have the best experience in our channel. Thank you so much for your patience. So in today's episode of Moving Ideas, we'll be looking at the latest trend, the latest improvement, the latest development in graphic design. If this is the first time of watching my video, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification so you don't miss any of our updates. Go nowhere, I'll be right back. Alright, the first thing we have in our list there is color. So color remains a very crucial aspect of every graphic design, whether for UI, web, or ad. It tends to transmit some information about the design we're doing, especially attracting attention from the viewers. Before now, colorful and very shouty design have been the top notch, leaving design with a very colorful abstract background and colorful gradient text. And today, most of the designs have embraced simplicity, choosing to go with just 2 or 3 color mode and just keeping it simple. Most of these trends could be seen in dual colors such as black and gold, black and silver, black and white, red and white, and so on. So this became a trend in recent graphic designers, and I think it's cool. So designing with just 1 or 2 color is somehow boring and complicated, but you need some tricks to get it right. It can even be more simpler than the multicolors when you have the right tool and technique. You can check through my channel for a tutorial on that topic. Alright, so the next one we have is minimalism. Minimalism is just like the simplest way you can represent your information with a particular concept. Clusters of objects and text everywhere, no more. This is what is trending now. All the spaces must not be killed. Let's give our information some breathing space. I think the space gives more cool expression to our design. Maybe next time your client brings a bulky data and you have to remove some unnecessary ones and let your design stand out. But you surely need to tell them before you do so you don't get yourself in a mess. So the customers might be strict, then you need some tricks to be able to convince them. Check through our channel and watch tutorials that solve this problem. 3D. Actually, 3D is not new in graphic design, just that it started trending for most of our graphic designers, mostly for logos and thumbnails and UI. But it creates a kind of impression of depth and in graphics and making it look realistic and solid. But does that mean that the flat designs and logos are getting obsolete? Nope, not at all. In fact, most popular brands today are shifting more to a flat and simple design that will give them some flexibility in any desired product, also flexible enough to suit their continuously changing display medium. Well, for me, I think 3D has come to stay. Let's get our fingers crossed and watch out what happens. Fonts. A good font is a good design. Most recent widely used fonts today are coming from the sans serif family, the Helvetica, the Futura, Montserrat, etc. And unlike the ancient serif typeface, but that is not generally everywhere actually. But we can observe the use of cursive font also in Vimeo, something like Vimeo and Disney, some of these logos. It's not actually new, but it's just as if some of the graphic designers you know, recently picked it up and made it a trend. So the serif fonts, we always have a pointed push out at the end. A good example is the PT serif and New Time Roman, while the sans serif has no pointed edges. So you need to understand which font matches best for your concept before making a choice, so you don't design off point. You may also have seen something like this before, but you need to pay attention on the rotation of the font that you are using for this, because not all fonts type can achieve this and still retain its quality. So it's important you pay attention on the type of font you use, so that you will be able to achieve this without having a problem of quality. So font like Azonix and Excluded can achieve a nice short and wide fonts, while Edge of the Galaxy and maybe Square on Square CNTB can achieve a nice narrow and tall font. You can find this kind of stuff in some movie covers, and I think Tesla and SpaceX also make use of this too. All right, shapes. Um, we can find some geometric shapes hanging aimlessly in some of our designs background today. I wonder where that one came from. Well, maybe a circle, triangle, cross, or some other polygons. Maybe the abstract backgrounds have become somewhat obsolete, or I don't know. Well, these shapes sometimes didn't just add concepts, but also tends to transmit some information on the design. Actually, a communication design template sometimes contains a circle and a cross shape in the background to represent a kind of cloud base of visuality. So apart from that, many brands today are now using geometric shape to draw and represent real-life objects rather than using a stock photo. So this is looking amateur actually, but it's just a trend. That's crazy. You might have come across something like this before. This concept became a trend for some movie cover designers, although some local designers use it too. You can try it in one of your design actually, but you have to use it in such a way that you don't get your important information hidden by a big-headed dude and mess up your design. So the part of the text is hidden in such a way that information can still be read. So it became a trend actually for some graphic designers. Although it's not new, but it's actually trending now. Right. Hand drawing has become more popular in recent graphics, unlike before when only stock photos were used. The hand drawing gained popularity as a result of a shift from stock photos and cartoons to a more complex hand sketch that gives uniqueness to brand. It ranges from a rough sketches of pictures of abstract to abstract pictures, which gives a brand a unique identity that no other person can manipulate. A good example can be found in some of the companies of logos and fashion brands. So it's actually trending for some graphic designers, and it's just a kind of a security-oriented concept. Partial clipping. Well, it's very simple. It's somehow trending, unlike the initial power clipping, the full power clipping we used to do before. Um, I don't think I've tried it before, but maybe we just try it right away. Well, if you want to learn how you can do that, you can check through my channel, and check the video tutorial and watch it. The world of graphics is so crazy. I wonder how a rough and folded plain background just became a trend. Well, what's so special about this? Maybe you better go ask them. Anyways, I have a whole lot of them in my library, but I'm not going to share any. So you better go and check out my video on how you can create yours and have the full copyright. It became a trend for designs and background. Today, it looks as if your design is incomplete when you haven't added one or two lighting effects. This trend is now common with most church program templates, party templates, pageantries, and even some movie covers. The lightning effects gave some liveliness and vibes to designs and in such a way making it eye-catching. Microsoft recently used these in their Windows 10 logo. Watch a video on how you can create your own lightning effects from scratch and have the full copyright. So next time you create a design, you can try one or more lightning effects, but you have to make sure you don't misuse it so you don't gonna mess up the whole job. So the last one we have here in my list here is overlapping. So it's just as simple as highlighting the text and jamming them and then cast shadows. And then we have a realistic flat object, a kind of. So we can see something like this in some movie covers and some local designs too. It's a very nice tool and it's trending. It's new in graphics. All right, fams, we're gonna stop here today, but you really need to click that subscribe button and turn on the notification so you can get our upcoming updates. Hope you like the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, bye.